What's up, ChiroSushi family? It's Freaky Friday, and I'm joined today. I never get to talk to CAs. This is so cool. I need to talk to more CAs. This is going to be awesome because I, a long time ago, was a certified CA from Parker Seminars back in 2001 when I was 19, and I was pretty much drunk at the bar the whole weekend, like every seminar. We're joined today by Matt Hubbard. Dr. Matt Hubbard, if you don't know Dr. Matt, he is the MC for Billy over at CalJam every year. He does a fantastic job. So I have to imagine he has fantastic people working for him, like this individual joining us today, Katrina Casey from Dr. Matt Hubbard's in San Diego. Is it beautiful in San Diego right now?
It is. It's like blue skies. It's clear.
Is it ever like
we've had like a really wet winter here. This is not like typical San Diego weather. It's rained all week. So waking up to sunshine today was great.
Okay, cool. Good. Yeah. Well, I'm glad and thankful for you joining us on this Friday. Look, you are the most crucial element to the success of a chiropractic practice. Let me say that again to everyone out there. You, the CAs, are the most important element to a chiropractic practice because you are the first impression, the last impression, the advocate, the hustler, the organizer, the keeper of dreams. You guys let things roll. So when you guys are handed stuff like technology and it's dropped in your lap because your dope of a boss went to some seminar and decided to sign up for something over the weekend, and they go back with something, you're like, oh God, here's another thing, right? Yep. Tell me about working with Fortis and what you feel about your relationship with them when Dr. Matt brought Fortis into your office.
Yeah, so I will be honest, exactly everything that you just said. 90% of the time when Dr. Matt goes to a seminar, he brings us with him because he go and get excited and hear all the latest research and then come back and have a team that's like, what are you talking about? So we usually go with him, and this was one of the seminars that we didn't go to. And so, of course, he came back excited and said, oh, I've got this new software I want you to try out. And today actually is 15 years officially that I've worked with him. So,
oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
That's huge. You're a lifer.
Yes, of course. But with that being said, over the years, there's been a lot of things that have been introduced to our office, and some systems have been phenomenal, like Fortis, and some things we've tried for a little bit, and it just wasn't the right fit. So I've been, I'm kind of like the analytical side. Dr. Matt's the dreamer and, the entrepreneur. And I'm sort of like the brain and how's this going to actually work in the practice?
You're the protector.
So, yeah, because I see the things that he doesn't and the things that he shouldn't have to worry about when he's adjusting. So he came back and was telling us about this credit card system and all the things that it was going to offer for us. And, I started asking him the questions that, okay, well, when we do switch over, like, what's this going to look like? What's that going to look like? And he could tell I was really hesitant to switch over. And so we didn't. He took what I thought about it and my hesitation and the transition that it was going to take. And just, I couldn't wrap my head around how is this really going to save us time and energy. And so truthfully, we didn't switch for about a year. And I talked to Jonathan after we finally did make the switch, and I said, I got to be honest, I owe you a really big because I kick myself for not jumping on sooner and saving us all that time and energy over the years. Didn't make it happen. So Fortis has seriously been a godsend. We've officially been with you guys for almost 2 years. And I love systems. I love things that are effortless and things that make the practice just run as smooth as possible. And that's what Fortis has done. When you're seeing a high volume, you don't have time to think about the little things like processing credit cards, but it's a really big part of your practice. And so having something like Fortis that works in a way that is just effortless, it's priceless, honestly.
That's awesome to hear. And Fortis is more than just a merchant credit card processor for you guys out there because it really is a one-stop shop. Yeah. We learned the other day that there's funding available, which I thought was huge. which they based off credit card collections. But Fortis is really a software application. As far as like how you guys use it in the office, is there anything like you're like, oh, this is, we've really learned to utilize this part of the platform that you love using?
Well, everybody in our office is on auto pay. So
Okay.
anybody that's coming in our office that is on any sort of care package, it's debited automatically from the debit or credit card of their choice, or they want, they can give us their banking account info and it can do a bank transfer. So,
Are you a cool CA that likes to ask for money usually, or does this make your life easier?
I have no problem asking for money. It's not difficult for me. But again, when you're seeing as many patients as we are, it's time consuming for one. Yeah. And what we've also found is that the more that you talk about money with your patients, the more that they start to question, what am I paying for? Is it worth it? Can I save money somewhere else? And so we try to limit the conversations that we have around money, because the way that we look at it is money is a reward for the service that we're providing to our clients. And so we don't want to be talking about money every single time that we see them, because then they start to feel like, oh, am I just another number? Am I just worth another dollar? So not having to have those conversations every single time we see somebody allows us to just focus on them as the individual, give them the care that they need, and we don't have to worry about finances except for maybe once a year. Mm-hmm. So that honestly has been the biggest part. Everyone's on auto pay, so you don't have to think about it. But we do like the fact that patients can go on if they get a new credit card and they can just update the information automatically. So it saves us time in the office without having to go into their file, make those changes. It's just really effortless. So I would say that part of it
there. Yeah, you said something really interesting that I loved, and I love that Dr. Matt's doing with you guys. You said most of the seminars you guys go to, especially you said research, and so that hit me for some reason, because I'm really grateful that you are interested in that and that your team is. Tell me what you saw. Like, if you're saying, hey, I'm saving all this time, now I want to bridge the gap, right? I'm saving all this time in the office. We're not doing mundane, menial kind of stuff like collecting payments, which it can be. Yeah. Where are you guys now? Tell me what and sell me where you guys are using the office to help produce revenue for the doctor, because I know having a practice in San Diego ain't no cheap feat, especially if you have staff.
Yeah. Yeah, and we do have.
Say hi to Buddy, everyone. He's bothering me again today. So
my dog's in her crate, so she wouldn't bother me. Yeah, we do have a big team. We have I think 10 at our main office.
Woo!
But I mean, yeah, the way that we are able to see the volume that we do and collect what we do and have the fun that we do is because all of our team, we take our training very, very seriously. We do 2 seminars a year minimum that the team is required to go to. And then if we find one that we feel is going to benefit the team and the practice, then we make a decision to go to additional things after that. But yeah, Dr. Matt has always made it important to invest in the team so that we understand the value of chiropractic, that we understand it is a lifestyle, and that we're able to teach from a place of knowledge and experience. And so it's very empowering. And I think just being able to have the conversations with patients when they come in with confidence about why they need to be in your office and how chiropractic is going to benefit them, that's the stuff that we get when we go to these conferences. So I think that's why it's so important that as a doctor that you are bringing your CAs to seminars, because you can't expect them to have the same background and knowledge that you do if you're not dipping them in what you're experiencing as well. So that's probably one of the biggest ways that we bring the value to the office, as far as like
that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Let me ask you this. I never get to talk to CAs really. So, and if it wasn't for Fortis, what?
We got to change that.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Fortis, I said all week, we're featuring them all week, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to put on summer camp and have people like Jay Abraham and Trey Llewellyn and Roger Stone and Roger Love. Let's pretend you guys are at summer camp in Miami. Fortis is there. They're helping to sign up people for their services. You're there in the elevator, and a CA or a young, new, fresh CA is there with a new office. give me your 30 seconds pearls of wisdom of what you would tell them about their future in chiropractic and their future career. What would you share with them?
That's a loaded question. There's so much to talk about. I think the biggest thing, because we actually have 2 offices, and right now we're in the building phase of our second location.
Yeah.
And so we have a young CA that is kind of where I was 15 years ago, and the practice is almost identical to what we started with. So she's learning all these new systems, and she's starting to get the big picture of it. And so I would just encourage them to, look at the practice, not just where it is right now and the systems that you have in place that are going to keep you afloat right now, but it's future pacing of what do you see this practice doing in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? And what are the systems that you need to have in place now in order to get you there and keep you there? Because I love systems, I love checklists, and over the years we've found what works and what doesn't. And we're loyal. I mean, when we find something, we stick to it because it works. And so, knowing that Fortis already has been able to make the impact on our practice that it has, and they're constantly doing things to improve their system, I know that it's something that when we take our practice to the next level, it's going to be able to go with us. And so that's probably the biggest thing that I would say as a CA, when it comes to Fortis, like, it's going to meet your needs where you're at right now, but it's going to simplify your life when the practice gets busier and you don't have the time that you do now.
Beautiful. Before I let you go, one last question. As a former California boy, I used to love coming to San Diego because I think San Diego sneaky has the best food. I think it's even better than San Francisco, which I'll get a lot of crap from some of my friends about that. But especially my favorite taco shop over there is Lucha Libre Taco Shop. If someone's visiting you in San Diego, where are you going to stop at first for food?
There's so many good places. If you're a Mediterranean, there's a lot of good steakhouses in La Jolla. Eddie V's is probably one of our favorite ones to go to. And they have another location down in Seaport Village, so you're right by the water by both. So if you love seafood, if you love steak, that's probably where I'd go. It's a great spot for date night too. But lots of good restaurants in La Jolla there. So
cool.
Yeah.
Katrina, I want to thank you for what you're doing for chiropractic. I want to thank you for helping us out today with Fortis. Thank you to Fortis Payments for helping us put together a great lineup for everyone at summer camp. We are 34 days away from summer camp. Head over to fortis.chiropractic. Oh, I screwed up, guys. Hold on. It's Fortis. It's chiropractor.fortispayments.com, chiropractor.fortispayments.com. And you can learn more about helping your practice, saving money, making you and your team's life easier. Thank you so much for giving us some time today, Katrina.
Thanks for having me.
You're awesome. Be well, guys.